All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Bell's Brewery, and they're out of both Kalamazoo and Comstock, Michigan, and this is their Tequila Barrel-Aged Flamingo Fruit Fight. That's a mouthful. So they're calling this one a Tequila Barrel-Aged Tart Ale with passion fruit and lime. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed in time of review. This bottle is just under 6 months old. So I have reviewed the base Flamingo Fruit Fight. I think it was back in 2019, about 2.5 years ago, and I really liked it. It was basically like passion fruit juice with a little bit of like tart, acidic, zesty lime. I couldn't really say that I got a lot of the base, but it was delicious. I love passion fruit. So when I saw this one being released this year, I was really excited about it, but they released it back in the spring, and at that time, my channel was on hiatus. I was in no condition to be drinking or reviewing beer or anything. So when I saw a straggler of this recently in my local bottle shop, I was like, I'm drinking it. I don't care if it's almost 6 months old. I want to give it a go. I want to see what a tequila barrel-aged version of this one has to offer. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of scared. It could be terrible. It could be delicious. I don't know. So we're going to get into it. So like I said, this is just under 6 months old. On the back, it says shelf life of 12 months. Let me read the back real quick. It says, fight like a Tart Ale, party like a Flamingo. Everything you love about our original Flamingo Fruit Fight, passion fruit and lime zest, but aged in tequila barrels, taking this Tart Ale to new heights. We'll see about that. I think I gave it a 4.25, like the base one. So you got a lot of work cut out for you here. If you want to beat that, I think, Bell's. I don't know. I will say, honestly, I don't know if this can be better than the base. But we'll see. Give it a pour here. Holy shit, is that carbonated? Like, I guess I was pouring a little aggressive, maybe not. Going slow here. I don't have to generate a huge head. I'm gonna cheat here a little bit. Hang on. We'll see. Anyway, so, there's a lot of particulates in there. I don't know if that's, probably just sediment, but I don't know. There's a lot of sediment in there, like floating sediment. Anyway, has this really bright orange color. On camera, it's probably gonna be duller, but bright orange, murky. Can't really see through. You can see a little bit of the shadow. That's about it. About a 2.5 finger of this bright white soap, sudsy looking head. Huge bubbles, small bubbles, some tightly compact, some just gigantic. But yeah, so again, looked like it was very carbonated when I was pouring it out. Let's see. I feel like carbonation will be high. I can already smell this tequila. Now, I don't know if they've aged this for, 2, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about the age of the barrel aging process. Okay, so I definitely get the tequila right off the top. It has that like agave sweetness, a little bit of oak tannin. Definitely, I don't know if I'd say tequila. I mean, I'm getting a sweetness and I'm just associating with the agave. But this almost has like white wine kind of characteristics to it. Yeah, like a very acidic, like almost white wine barrel. There's a little bit of vanilla, some oak, a touch of funkiness. As I keep on swirling, the head just keeps on rising because of the carbonation. I'm getting lime, which I think kind of works well with a tequila barrel. Kind of only give you like margarita vibes. I'm not getting any passion fruit, which is crazy because the passion fruit in this one, as the base beer, was so, dare I say, bombastic. Shout out to a good friend of mine, a fellow beer tuber, Paul, over at PA Brew News. It was like in your face. Like, it was unmistakable that it was passion fruit in that beer. I'm not really getting here. I did not expect the tequila barrel to be so vibrant on the nose and so intense. Like, I'm totally surprised. It's 6 months old. Almost 6 months old. So yeah, tequila barrel, sweetness from like an agave sweetness, a general sweetness. There is a touch of vanilla, oaky dryness, and then like a zesty type of lime character. Underneath it, I'm not getting the passion fruit. I'm not getting like the base, tart wheat ale vibe, none of that stuff. So it smells it doesn't smell like I thought it would, which is interesting. I don't know. I'm still nervous about this one, honestly. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. That is crazy carbonated. Holy shit. It's like a... Hang on. It's like... What the hell? It's like a regular seltzer on steroids. Like the carbonation you get from a regular seltzer, but even more pronounced. All right, let's go body mouthfeel. Body is like higher side of light. I was going to say lower side of medium, but higher side of light. It's thin. I think the base beer was more like medium, lower side of medium. I can't remember. I think the base beer was like 5 something. Maybe it was 6%. I don't remember the ABV of the base one, though. But yeah, it's like higher side of light body. It's a bit thin. The mouthfeel. Effervescent isn't even the word I would use for it. Crisp isn't. It's just so carbonated. Like, it's so spritzy on the palate. It kind of, one of those things where you drink it, and after 2 or 3 seconds, the carbonation just rips all the flavors off your palate, so you're left with basically nothing on the finish and just on your tongue in general. The taste. There's a ghost of this beer, of the base beer in here somewhere. It's very minute, very small. So right up front, I'm hit with the barrel. I don't know if I say tequila barrel necessarily. Like I said, maybe white wine, tequila, somewhere in that realm. This is a very, very dry beer. Not only is the carbonation just like ripping all the flavors off my palate, but this finish is bone dry and it's not really all that sweet. It's acidic. So yeah, up front, getting that barrel presence. It has like a decent sweetness at the front of the palate, but that's gone quickly. Middle palate is where the dryness begins. And it's like an oak tannin kind of dryness mixing in with, now it's mostly oak tannin dryness, honestly. I was gonna say it's mixing in with maybe like a zesty kind of lime. Maybe a little bit of zesty lime. And that carries on to the back of the palate. Full on dry finish. This doesn't have a lot of bitterness, but it doesn't have a lot of sweetness to balance out that dryness. And on top of that, the base beer is kind of lost for me. I'm really not getting, I mean, like there's a ghost of the base, like I said, very, maybe, I would maybe say like guava or passion fruit, very subdued. I don't know what I would guess. I don't know I'd guess the base of this one to be. They say tart wheat ale. It has a slight tartness. Like this isn't, there's an acidic vibe on the back of the palate, but I feel like that's coming more from the barrel than the actual base beer itself. I would just say this is like a generic like farmhouse or something. It's not really a tart wheat ale anymore. Disappointing. Very disappointing. I'm going to pour the rest of it in here, assuming that the carbonation isn't crazy and I can fit the rest in here. But I am quite disappointed based on the base beer and how much I love that. Like I said, I think I gave it a 4.25 when I reviewed it. Yeah, it's disjointed to some degree. It's really not cohesive. The barrel's dominating, but even the barrel isn't like all that in your face. The biggest characteristic I'm getting from that barrel is that pronounced like dryness on the back of the palate. Like I'm not getting a lot of influence from the barrel outside of that, I feel. Like I said, there's a mild tartness on the like underlying mild tartness that's omnipresent, but it's also like, I don't know. Man. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one. It's not terrible or anything. I don't really want to drink the rest of this. So, unfortunate. I really like Flamingo Fruit Fight. Tequila barrel aged version. Just not my jam. So, for this one, best I can give this is a 3 out of 5. That's like the highest I could go. I can't give it much higher. It's one of those beers where I love the base so much that this tequila barrel kind of ruined what I liked from it and just took away the base beer. So it's not like the base beer accentuated by the barrel. It's more like the barrel just dominates the base beer, and what's there from the barrel isn't even all that flavorful to begin with. So 3 out of 5 is the best I can do on it. Very disappointed, but that happens. So price point availability, I believe price point on this was anywhere between $14 to $16 a 4-pack, wherever you could find it. I think I paid like just under $4 for that bottle. So fine to try it once. You know, it's tequila barrel aged, it has passion fruit, it has lime, so on and so forth. I would never pay that again, obviously, based on my rating. And availability, wherever you see Bell's, you probably should have saw this one earlier this year. And unlike the Tropical Oberon, which I really dug and I thought it was better than the base, this one certainly isn't. And if you see a straggler of this kicking around, maybe you want to try it for science, just to see what you think about it. But like, the base one's much better. I think they even have a raspberry version of this, of not the tequila barrel aged, just a regular one, and I'd much rather try that one over this. Yeah, just didn't do it for me. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. 6%, really, like, there's no alcohol, perceived alcohol in the palate, or there's no warming or anything. It's just that barrel kind of dominates, but it's really strange because I don't think I've ever had like a barrel-aged beer dominate, but the barrel-aged portion that dominates is not all that flavorful and like impactful and intense. So it's really weird. This is like a very, I don't want to say bland, but like it's boring and it's not as complex as it could be. It's not even as complex as the base beer, I don't think. Maybe not. Base beer was pretty much just passion fruit and lime zest. So, but at the end of the day, like, just not for me. So 3 out of 5. That was a tequila barrel aged Flamingo Fruit Fight from Bell's. If you've had this one before, definitely let me know what you think about it, especially if you had a fresh. Maybe this fresh was better. Definitely carbonation was kicked up a notch, and you could tell it was definitely overly carbonated. So yeah. Anyway, I'm disappointed. To the next one. Cheers.